What's going on, y'all? Happy Friday. Hope everyone's doing well. Let's get back into this. I think I stopped here because I wanted to talk to everyone else. What the hell? Oh, here we go with this.
What do you want, Shepard?
Why did you become a mercenary?
Lots of reasons.
Such as?
Such as, I needed to get out of our system. I needed to eat. I needed to survive.
Why not stay and help your people?
I tried to help. That's why I had to leave.
What happened?
I was betrayed. I was head of a small tribe. We were trying to restore order after the war, but the other tribes were against us. They followed Jared, one of the few warlords who survived the war with the Turians. But he was old, and so were his ideas. He wanted to continue the war. He wanted us to fight. Turians, Solarians, each other. It didn't matter who, as long as we were fighting.
What did you want?
I just wanted Jared to shut up, to stop his ranting. I wanted him to stop leading the tribes astray. But he couldn't understand how much things had changed. We didn't have the numbers to go to war. Even if we did, the genophage made sure we couldn't replenish our numbers fast enough. I told them all to forget about war. We needed to focus on breeding, at least for one generation. And for a while, we were getting through. Some of the tribes started coming around.
I take it the warlord didn't appreciate that.
No, he didn't. He arranged a crush with the tribes, a meeting on neutral ground. He wanted to talk. We met at the Hollows, near the graves of our ancestors. The skulls of our dead laid bare to remind us where we come from, and where we all go. It's as sacred as any Krogan place can be. Violence is forbidden.
Sounds like a trap to me. You must have suspected as much.
I did. But when your father invites you to a crush, well, there are some laws that even we hold sacred.
Jared was your father?
He was, until that day. We talked, but we didn't get anywhere. When it was clear that I wouldn't join him, he gave the signal. His men leapt from the graves of our ancestors like Krogan undead. The few that were loyal to me died quickly. I escaped with my life, but not before I sank my dagger deep into my father's chest. That is why I left, and that's why I'll never go back.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Ah, that's so sad. His own father. Well, we're starting off real grim tonight. Okay. I'm just gonna tell you right now, today's not the day for me to be reading a lot. I don't know why. And I'm summing it up as just bad luck this February, but somehow early this afternoon my throat started itching bad. So I'm okay. I feel okay. But I wasn't gonna cancel stream. I already spent like 2 weeks off trying to get better, so I'm just gonna read silently and hopefully get through at least some things tonight. I figured that's what their culture was after everything with the xenophage.
Commander?
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
Sure. I was just watching some mail from home.
Oh, before I go, we saw Caden in a news vid about the Normandy. He's cute. Like sis.
Let's pretend this never happened.
She likes Kaiden. Well, her sister does.
Are you interested in the lieutenant, Chief?
No, ma'am. And anyway, Scuttlebutt says he's already sweet on someone. What's up? You didn't come by to eavesdrop on family mail.
Your family seems to be important to you.
Yeah, we've always been close. Me and my sisters especially. With Dad on duty so much, I had to help Mom raise them.
After helping raise them, your sisters still talk to you? Amazing.
Things were tense between Sarah and me for a while. Then we bonded.
Sounds like a story. Feel like sharing?
Sarah got herself a boyfriend who wanted to go faster than she did, Mike. I didn't think he was a bad kid, just pushy. Lynn would send me these worried vid mails, and I'd tell her to relax.
If he really liked her, he wouldn't be pushy.
Yeah, of course, if he didn't ask at all, I'd wonder if he thought Sarah was ugly. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Mike thought they'd go for a romantic walk in the woods, because he figured it was past time they did the deed. She levered Mike face first into a tree and left. Didn't have a scratch on her. Good thing Mom and Dad had us all learn some kind of self-defense. I took emergency leave and walked Sarah to school for a few days.
You traveled all the way home to walk your sister to school.
It was only a dozen light years, like a day's cruise. It's not like I was going to Earth or something. My last day out, Mike was waiting for us. Sarah had told her friends, so everyone at school knew what he did. He wasn't happy. I wanted to snap him in half, but Sarah gave me this look, this let me handle it, I need to do this alone look. She kept her cool, God bless her, as he screamed in her face. She just let him vent. Then he tried to punch her. I swear, she just flowed around him. Next thing I knew, he's face down on the sidewalk, and there's blood everywhere.
That's unbelievable. Sarah must be as good as you.
Better. I'm more or less a straight-up puncher. When he swung, she wasn't there anymore, and he fell. She helped him stop the bleeding and had me call an ambulance. She told the paramedics he fell. Before they took him to the hospital, Mike touched Sarah's arm. I thought he was gonna end up on the ground again. But he hung his head, whispered, "I'm sorry," and started crying. And she hugged him. The Williams women are a decisive bunch, Commander. We do things when we're ready. Not before, not after.
Your sister's something else. But you didn't mention your father at all. Was he on deployment?
Dad always wanted to serve in space, but he wanted us to have real ground under our feet. He'd say, space is beautiful, but you can't raise a family there. I cannot rest from travel. I will drink life to the lees. All times I've enjoyed greatly, have suffered greatly, both with those that loved me and alone. For always roaming with a hungry heart, much have I seen and known, cities of men and manners, climates, councils, governments.
I never thought I'd hear you reciting poetry.
Just because I can drill you between the eyes at 100 meters doesn't mean I can't like sensitive stuff. Just don't spread it around. Ulysses was my dad's favorite poem. Every time he shipped out, he recorded me reading it. He had a dozen versions when he retired.
Does he still like it?
I sure hope so. I read it to his grave every time I go home. Dad passed on a few years back. He's probably still watching, though.
You mean from wherever we go after death?
Dead on, Skipper. He's with God now. That's not a problem with you, is it? That I believe in God?
This is interesting. Does Shepard believe in God? Let's make it interesting. Say that she does.
You know that old saw, there's never an atheist in a foxhole? Well, I've been in a lot of foxholes.
Yeah, I guess you have. I've met a few people who are really weirded out by my faith. Because I work in space, I can't believe in a higher power? Jeez. Hello, have you people looked out the window? How can you look at this galaxy and not believe in something? I should get back to my duties. Didn't mean to take up so much of your time.
What's your opinion of the last mission?
Not sure I buy Dr. Tassoni's story about her and her mom not talking. They're family, right?
I think she's being straight with us. Or at least I don't think she lies very often.
Yeah, she's probably really bad at it. Hey, want me to ask her about her sex life? Might be illuminating.
I don't think she's used to teasing, good-natured or otherwise.
Aw, no fun, Skipper. Too bad those ruins got destroyed. I mean, they lasted thousands of years. That's impressive.
Dismissed, Chief.
Ma'am.
Just when her story gets interesting, she hits with the xenophobic bullying that I'm just like, oh my god, why did I talk to you? Oy.
Commander, good to see you.
You've been with C-Sec a while. Have you seen much action?
Well, not as much as you, but yeah, I've seen some interesting things.
I bet you have. Anything in particular that stands out?
I remember this Solarian geneticist I was sent to investigate. That case was a bit disturbing.
What happened? Why were you investigating him?
I was tasked with tracking black market trade on the Citadel. Most of it harmless, nothing I needed to pursue. But during the course of my investigation, I noticed an increase in the trade of body parts, organs mostly. We usually get a few of those, but not the numbers I was seeing. We weren't sure if there was a new black market lab or if some freak was harvesting organs from citizens.
You've seen this before on the Citadel?
Every so often, some lab sells unwanted parts through the black market, but they're not as bad as the psychos. I remember this one L-Corps diplomat we caught in my first year on the job. He was hacking people up and selling their organs, had the station in a bit of a panic. But this case wasn't that clear-cut. Turns out there was more going on than we first realized.
So how did you figure out what was happening?
First, we got a hold of a sample and ran DNA tests. The weird thing was, the match led us to a Turian who was still alive and was very convinced he'd never lost his liver. After a bit of digging, I discovered this Turian worked briefly for Dr. Salion, the geneticist. So I went to his lab hoping to find evidence of cloned organ development, but there was nothing. No Solarian hearts, no Turian livers, not one Krogan testicle.
You're kidding, right? Why would anyone want Krogan testicles?
Some Krogan believe that testicle transplants can increase their virility, counteract the effects of the genophage. It doesn't work, but that doesn't stop them from buying. They'll pay up to 10,000 credits each. That's 40,000 for a full set.
They've got 4 balls.
Somebody's making a killing out there.
Yeah?
What'd you do about the geneticist?
I brought in some of his employees for interrogation to see if I could get them to talk. While I was interviewing one of them, I came across something suspicious.
You mean threatening? Was that really necessary?
Maybe, maybe not. Either way, it paid off. One of my detainees started bleeding profusely during the interview. We offered to patch him up, and he got frantic, freaked out. I ordered a full exam to find out what was going on. Our medics found incisions all over his body, some of them fresh.
What?
That was our big break. These people weren't just Dr. Salion's employees. They were test tubes. Walking, living test tubes.
Wow.
He was growing parts inside these people?
Exactly. He cloned their organs right inside their own bodies. Then he harvested them and sold them off. Most of the victims were poor. He'd pay them each a small percentage of the sales, but only if the organs were good. Sometimes an organ wouldn't grow properly, so he'd just leave it in them. Most of them were a mess, but only on the inside, hidden so nobody could see it.
I hope he got what he deserved.
That's the worst part. We never caught him.
Why not? What the hell happened?
He ran, blew his lab, grabbed some of his employees, and headed for the nearest space dock. By the time I found out, his ship was already leaving. He threatened to kill his hostages if we tried to stop him.
But you went after him anyway, right?
I ordered Citadel Defense to shoot him down, but CSEC headquarters countermanded my order. They were worried about the hostages, worried about civilian casualties if the ship was destroyed so close to the Citadel. I told them those hostages were dead anyway. He just used them to make more organs, but they wouldn't listen.
Well, you can't get them all.
No, but letting him get away like that. All they had to do was disable that ship, stop him from running. Maybe the hostages die, maybe they don't, but at least we stopped the bastard responsible for it all.
I mean, it is a tough choice. I'm not gonna say he's wrong, because I don't believe he is. But
I suppose I can see both sides. But what's done is done.
I suppose. Can't waste too much time worrying about it now. Just wish I could have stopped him. That's all.
Do you have any idea what happened to Dr. Salion?
I sent out feelers from time to time, hoping to find something. I thought I'd found him a while back. He changed ships and changed his name to Dr. Hart, his idea of a joke, I guess. I told the military, but they weren't convinced it was him. I got the transponder frequency for his new ship, but I just can't get anyone to check it out.
oh shit. Yeah, let's make this a quest, please.
I'll check out the coordinates when I get a chance.
I was hoping you'd say that. But Commander, take me with you when you go. If it's Salion, I want to be there when you find him.
Yeah, hell yeah. Oh man, that's cool. That's a quest. That's a quest now. I was hoping that it would like lead up that way. So Turians can't have human food without some risk. Herschel system in the Kepler Verge. Okay. That's a definite save. I don't know if we'll get to it tonight. I doubt it, but... Personally, I'd rather go back to the Citadel and turn in one or two things.
Looking for supplies?
Let's see what you
You
got.
bet, Commander.
Core charge status.
Something I can do for you, Commander.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Shepard, I'm glad you're here.
Good to see you smiling again, so to speak.
I'm sleeping much better now. I guess I'm getting used to how quiet your ship is. I still think a lot about my pilgrimage, though. I know Theron's our top priority, but with all the worlds we go to, I was hoping to find something to bring back to the flotilla.
We've still got a long way to go. You'll find something to take back.
Yes, but it cannot just be some derelict ship my people can use for salvage. It has to be more than that. There's a lot expected of me.
What's so special about you?
It's my father. He's the senior member of the Admiralty Board. He's one of only 5 people who can overrule the decisions of the Conclave for the good of the migrant fleet. My father is responsible for the lives of 17 million people. Our entire race is in his hands, and I'm his only child.
That must be tough on you.
My people place a high value on family and ancestry. There's an unspoken expectation that I'll live up to my father's example. Everyone's waiting for me to do something great on my pilgrimage. Something that will forever change our lives for the better. If I don't, it's like I failed, and that reflects badly on both me and my father.
The work you're doing here is more important than anything any Quarian's ever done before.
Yes, I know. But you have to understand Quarian culture. We're a very insular society. The events beyond the flotilla don't much matter to the average citizen. Our greatest dream is that one day we'll return to our homeworld and drive out the Geth. But even if we stop Saren, that's not going to happen. There's still millions of Geth behind the veil. Until they're gone, our exile will continue.
What would you need to bring back to make everyone happy?
Something that would help us better understand the Geth. They've changed significantly since the exile. They've continued to evolve. We've done our best to study them, but it's not easy. They're very reclusive. Until recently, they never went beyond the borders of the Veil. And all the Geth we run into now are under Saren's control. We'd need to find Geth operating on their own, independently. But I don't want this to get in the way of our mission, Shepard. First, we stop Saren. Then I'll worry about my own problems.
What was your father like?
It wasn't easy growing up as the daughter of one of the Admiralty. Even before he joined the board, he was a prominent figure. People looked to him for leadership. He had to set an example, and he expected the same of his daughter. Plus, he was pretty strict, a military man through and through. He never allowed me to settle for anything less than excellence. As a kid, I sometimes felt like he was pushing me too hard. But now I'm old enough to appreciate what he taught me. The world doesn't owe us anything. If we want something in life, we have to earn it.
Where was your mother in all this?
Mother was around, but she always seemed to kind of blend into the background. Almost like she was overshadowed by my father. He tends to do that to people. She passed on about 5 years ago. Some airborne virus that swept through the fleet. Happens sometimes when the filters start to break down. I think my father took it pretty hard. After she was gone, he became even more focused on his work. I think that was his way of dealing with the grief.
Sounds like a tough upbringing. You don't resent your father at all?
Like I said, it wasn't easy. My father's not the kind of person you bond with, and he wasn't around all that much. Too busy. People counted on him, and he took his duties seriously. Even when he was around, he always seemed a bit distant, like his mind was always somewhere else. Come to think of it, I can't ever remember seeing him smile. Not once. It's like he was always weighed down by all that responsibility. I mean, I know he cares about me, but he never really showed it, not in the usual way. I guess the best thing I can say about my father is that I respect him.
I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
I think these three have already been done.
I should go.
See you later.
Very defensive. The fleet. They destroyed the data banks. You see if Kaiden responds to anything based on what Ashley told me.
Anything you need, Commander?
Because I'm not. I get why he would be attracted to Shepard, but also I'm not even sure if I want that for Shepard. It's too early.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at.
I've wasted enough of your time
Okay.
for now, Commander.
What's your...
She seems nice. I mean, if you like the bookish sort. I'd like that.
Yeah, alright. I mean, it's clear. At the very least, it's clear that Ashley's sister wants Ashley to eventually have the settled down kind of life that actually I was gonna say that she has, but I don't know if Ashley's sister has settled. I don't remember. Either way, what's next? Oh yeah, the Citadel. Right. We're just gonna take care of that. Kepler Verge was where Garrus was talking about, I think.
Commander, urgent message from Alliance Command coming in. I'll patch it through.
Shepard, this is Admiral Hackett from Alliance Command. We've got a situation here, and you're the only one that can handle it.
What do you need, Admiral?
There's an Alliance training ground where we test weapons and technology in live fire simulations. One of the VIs we use to simulate enemy tactics in the drills is no longer responding to our override commands. It's gone rogue.
Are you telling me this computer is thinking on its own?
We're not stupid, Shepard. This is a virtual intelligence, not a true AI. It's not self-aware, and it can't access any external systems. We didn't do anything illegal here. Virtual intelligence support is critical to our military success. VIs process thousands of status reports and react in nanoseconds. No human can do that. We need you to fight your way through the training ground of the VI core and manually disable it.
Can't you disable it remotely?
Our fail-safes aren't responding. The VI operates on a closed network. It can't affect any external systems, but we don't have any direct access to its processes. We could bomb it from orbit, but the damage to the facility would be catastrophic. We'd prefer to have someone shut down the core. Someone like you. I know Spectres answer the Council, but you're still human. You're still part of the Alliance military, and right now we need you. The VI controls all the facility's weapons, drones, and automated defenses. You're the only one that can pull this off, Shepard. Good luck.
Wild. We've got a rogue VI. Oh, it's not even... Holy shit, it's not even here. I thought it was at the Citadel. I just want to see... comparatively to everywhere else where Seoul is. Local cluster. Milky Way, yeah. Alright. I'm not sure why. Maybe that's just scientific liberty on the developer's part, but I always thought the Sol system was more on the outer bends of the Milky Way. Definitely Liara. That seems like an even balance. I'm gonna accept... I'll... Because I know I'm gonna take Garrus on that one mission. So I'll keep it like this. So here...
Interior pressure with exterior atmosphere.
I need to deal with...
Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
Rear Admiral... Yeah, there he is. I need to deal with... Oh my god, woman. Tali, come on.
When I first arrived on the Citadel, I spent nearly 3 hours being questioned by the officers here before they would let me enter the wards.
Did you know Citadel Security is the largest multi-species law enforcement agency in Council space? It was the Turians who first suggested creating a single organization to maintain order on the Citadel. Perhaps that is why more than half the force is Turian. Did you know Citadel Security is the largest multi-species law enforcement agency in Council space?
Yeah. We got shit to do, Liara. May as well, you know. Just basic for now. Alright, and now... Perfect. Perfect. Alright, Tali. Mhm. Hell yeah.
Rear Admiral Mihailovic, 5th Fleet.
We weren't told to expect you, sir. I would have prepared a formal greeting.
Spare me the pleasantries. I command the 63rd Scout Flotilla. You and the Normandy were slated for my unit after shakedown. Then the Council got their paws, claws, tentacles, whatever. They got them on our ship, and you.
I still serve the Alliance, sir. As a Spectre, I can advance our interests to the Council.
You still know what color your blood is, Shepard? I don't begrudge the politician's decision to throw you to the Council. It's an opportunity. I do begrudge this over-designed piece of tin, though.
The Normandy is a fine ship, sir. She's served us well so far.
It's a gimmick, Commander. Useless in a stand-up fight. This experiment diverted billions from our appropriations bills. For the same price, we could have had a heavy cruiser. But no, we had to make nice to the Turians, throw money at a co-developed boondoggle. I'm here to make an inspection, Commander. Normandy is an Alliance warship. I intend to see she's up to snuff.
We'd be honored to show her to you, Admiral.
I'll just bet. Wait here. I won't be long. Commander, I'm not happy.
I'm sorry to hear that, sir.
Who designed that CIC? Putting the commander aft of everyone else is inefficient. What if he needs to discuss with the operators toward the bow?
Modified Turian style. They prefer commanders looking over their subordinates rather than in the middle of them. We wanted to see how effectively they can command with that setup.
Reasonable goal, but they should have studied that in a lab rather than on a frontline warship. I had to shake my head at that drive core of yours. 120 billion credits of element 0 to make this thing able to move without giving itself away. You realize we could make drive cores for 12,000 fighters with that money? What good is it to hide for a few hours anyway? Useless.
I'm using my charm all the way. Like, before I thought that she was going to not salute when she said it's a surprise. I thought he was going to be impressed, but yeah, Fuck all the other options.
We can loiter in an enemy system and monitor traffic, or drop infiltration teams on enemy worlds. Normandy could be more effective than the Solarian STG.
Maybe. But that's not the job of a proper warship. We're supposed to find and kill the enemy fleet, not count how many times their garrison goes to the bathroom. And we need to talk about your crew, Commander. Krogan? Asari? Turians? What are you thinking, Commander? You can't allow alien nationals free access to Alliance equipment?
Between Saren and the Geth, we have enough enemies out here. Treating other species with suspicion and distrust won't win hearts and minds.
That assumes the hearts and minds are worth winning. That hasn't been proven yet. You have anything else to say, Commander? Any other justifications for the state of this vessel?
Holy shit, I can't. Oh, what? Like, I guess at some point in the story, you do the main quest and then eventually come back to the Citadel with the ability to increase charm even more so to get these options?
None, sir.
Very well. I don't agree with any of this, but your reasons seem sound. I'll be submitting a report to the Joint Military Council. It will not be as negative as I planned.
At least there's that,
Good
but...
hunting, Commander Shepard. Make us proud.
Like, honestly, I don't give a shit what he thinks. So, it didn't really matter how that conversation went. But it is interesting that we're getting blocked off from Charm and Intimidate options at this point.
Seeing the ward stretching out before you really makes you appreciate the Citadel as a true wonder of Prothean engineering. It was the Turians who first suggested creating a single organization to maintain order on the Citadel. Perhaps that is why more than half the force is Turian.
I thought that Admiral was the guy that was talking to us about the missing Marines. Missing soldiers.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress.
I just want to go back to Joker real quick to see if he comments on that inspection.
Logged. The commanding officer is aboard. XO Presley stands relieved.
Commander, something you need?
How's the Normandy performing?
She's the best ship. The Normandy's probably too much ship for your average Alliance pilot, Commander. Lucky for you, I'm anything.
I have to go.
All right, see you.
Yes, Commander?
Carry on,
Yes, ma'am.
Really? No one wants to talk about that douchebag? Absolute bigot.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. XO Presley has the deck.
Alliance officials have raided a dangerous cult controlled by a former Alliance officer, Major Kyle. Major Kyle surrendered and is now being treated for severe post-traumatic stress disorder.
Commander Shepard?
Oh, aren't you the reporter?
Khaleesa been seen in Al-Jalani, Westerland News. Would you answer a few questions for our viewers?
What do you want to know?
You've been given a unique position to represent our race. People want to get a sense of how you'll do that.
Camera ready.
Humans have been trying to get the respect of the galactic community for 26 years. With that in mind, what are your feelings on being the first human Spectre?
The Spectres represent the best of every species in the galaxy. To be asked to join them is an honor.
Some have said your appointment is the Citadel throwing humans a bone. Have you encountered any situations where the Citadel asked you to place its needs before the needs of Earth?
The Council is concerned with the needs of the whole galactic community. We're part of that community now. Our needs are on their agenda, but we're one of many.
You really do believe that, don't you? You've been given command of an advanced human warship for your missions. Is there anything you'd like to say about it?
This interview is over.
Actually, the Normandy was co-developed by human and Turian engineers. Its design incorporates many innovations, all of which are classified, I'm afraid.
So the Turians have knowledge of the Normandy that is being kept secret from the Alliance public? Do you think it was appropriate to hand Earth's most advanced warship over to the Citadel?
I wasn't aware it had been handed over to anyone. I'm in command, and last I checked, I'm human. Same goes for my crew.
Human, yes, but you do work for the Citadel now, Commander. One last question, Commander. Rumors back home say you're tracking a rogue Spectre named Saren. Do you have any comment on that?
The Council protected him. Wow.
Saren instigated the attack on our colony at Eden Prime. Once his involvement was proven to the Council, I was assigned to bring him in.
That's surprising, Commander. The official line says Eden Prime was attacked by rogue synthetics. Good luck in your mission. Thank you for your time, Commander Shepard.
I mean, that went as well as expected, I feel. Wait, what quest? What journal entry was that? Oh, the Fourth Estate. It was just, it started and it was done. Hopefully you came out well. I mean, again, do I care? We're doing some hard work here. I don't really care about people's opinions on it. Especially if we're doing it within a very careful degree of not just methodology, but morals. I'm not being like Saren, where like, you know, we gotta do, you know, at any cost, in any way, even if it's uncouth. I feel like we are being careful about it. Shit, I might have to... roam around a bit. I forgot where the tower
In light
is.
of the recent attack on Eden Prime, many colonial investors are pulling their support for future projects. Proponents of expanded human colonization insist that Eden Prime was an isolated case. Nevertheless, colonist enrollment has dropped sharply. Many colonial proposals are on hold until backers have some reassurance that human colonies will be adequately protected.
This way. Informed. Oh, this other. Yeah. This was one of the few that I wanted to push, either conclude or push forward, because I don't know exactly where this leads, but it was something. Mm-hmm. You know what? I bet you I know exactly who that is, too. There was an Asari that you could talk to, but in passing. It's like, I'd rather be left alone. So, I may have made a comment about that. Like, you know, why can't we talk with her at all? If she's not that important. Apparently she is. Mm-hmm.
I know you. You're Commander Shepard, the human Spectre. Is there something I can do for you?
You're Nisana, right? I ran into your sister, Dahlia. Didn't end well for her.
What? Are you saying she's...
Dahlia's dead, Nisana. And I know she was blackmailing you.
And I was all set to try to manipulate you into hunting her down for me. But I guess that won't be necessary now, will it?
You wanted your sister dead?
If people found out my sister was a criminal, I'd be considered a security risk. They'd revoke my clearance, or place me on administrative leave until she was apprehended. I shall transfer a little something into your account as a token of my appreciation. I'm sure you'll find the amount satisfactory.
I've got a better deal?
You're a diplomat on her way up the ranks. Could be handy to have a Spectre who owes you a favor.
You make a good point. Anyone can come up with credits. But I can give you authorization to purchase prototype Asari mods.
Oh.
I will get you added to our manufacturer's preferred client list. I think you'd be very interested in what they have available. Goodbye, Shep.
That is...
It has been a pleasure doing business with you.
That is very valuable. And I still got money. Sick. Certain stores, very rare council items. You love to see it.
Thank you for all your help, Shepard. Thank you for all your help, Shepard.
Right.
This place seems strange. I wish there were more humans around.
Shepard, what can I do for you now?
I'll be going now.
Goodbye, Commander.
Let all races herald the glory of the Enkindlers who raised them all to enlightenment. Where there was only darkness,
This way.
In other news, Exogeny Corp is still denying reports that one of their survey teams has gone missing in the Hades Gamma Cluster. When asked why communication with the survey team was suddenly cut off last week, company officials refused to comment.
I hope he's okay. I'm on a break. Talk to someone else if you need anything. I've got a lot on my mind.
Maybe I can help.
Well, maybe you can. You're a soldier, right? You ever head out to the Traverse?
The Traverse is a rough place. We're out there quite a bit.
My brother's the captain of a ship called the Majesty. It was crossing the Traverse a few days ago when it disappeared. Just dropped right off the grid. And that usually means one of two things. They had massive mechanical failure, or they were attacked.
Any idea why someone would attack them?
Privateers, slavers, mercs looking for an easy score. There's a lot of nasty sorts out in the Traverse. I won't give up on my brother. Not yet. I've got the coordinates for the last transmission from his vessel.
What kind of ship was it?
Don't let the name fool you. The Majesty's just a small trading vessel, only a handful of crew. But he kept it in good condition. I don't think mechanical failure is too likely. But they don't have any real weapons or shields. If anyone did come after them, the Majesty'd be a sitting duck.
Okay, fair enough. It's probably not mechanical.
What's in this for me?
I can't afford to pay you anything. If I had that kind of cash, I'd have hired a recovery team to track him down already. Maybe you could look into this as a personal favor, you know? We humans have to stick together.
Isn't anyone else looking into this?
My brother's just a small independent trader. Ships like his disappear in the Traverse all the time.
If your brother is still alive, I'll find him. Give me the coordinates.
I'll forward them to your ship right away. Please let me know as soon as you find him.
We've tried to create organic environments back on the flotilla, but we lack the space for anything as grand as this.
See how the trees and the fountain naturally blend with the arches of the tower? They have done a masterful job of capturing the aesthetic values of the Protheans. See how the trees and the fountain naturally blend with the arches of the tower? They have done a masterful job of capturing the aesthetic values of the Protheans.
Commander Shepard, could I have another word with you? Hello again, Commander. I've got a proposition for you. Since you helped me get information on the crime syndicate, I've gotten a lot more backing from my publishers. I'm investigating traffic controller conditions now, and I wondered if you could help.
That seems like a step down from wide-scale corruption.
Actually, in a way, it's more important. This isn't about people getting rich. This is about safety. I've heard rumors that the space traffic controllers are overworked to a dangerous degree. I can't get into the control room, but you could. If you planted a bug inside, I could crack the story.
If you crack this story, what's likely to happen?
Ideally, there will be calls to improve working conditions by hiring more controllers and upgrading systems. The Council won't pay for improvements voluntarily. This story will provide that pressure.
What will this bug allow you to pick up?
Just audio and video. I'm not trying to tap into the traffic control system if that's what you're worried about. I just need to hear and see them in order to correlate their activity with traffic efficiency.
Everyone knows space traffic controllers are overworked. How is this news?
There's a difference between overworked and dangerous. Traffic at the Citadel has increased by 300% in the last century, but traffic controller resources haven't kept up. We already have several last-minute wave-offs per week. Do we have to wait for a full-blown disaster?
This bug you want me to plant, could it interfere with traffic signals?
Absolutely not. I made certain that the frequencies it uses won't interfere with anything.
I can't promise anything, but I'll see what I can do. Give me the bug.
Excellent. Just place it on a terminal with a good view of the area. Thanks again for your help. In the long run, this story is going to save lives.
No, I'm waiting to speak with one of the Councilor's assistants. Commander, any word on my missing men?
I'm not sure how to tell you this, Admiral. Your men were killed by a thresher maw.
A thresher maw? That's not... My men wouldn't just stumble into a thresher nest. Not the entire unit.
Somebody lured them there with an Alliance distress beacon. Placed it perfectly so they'd land right beside the thresher nest.
Damn it. I had a bad feeling about this ever since my team disappeared. An Alliance beacon used as bait, my unit wiped out, and nobody seems to know anything about it. Commander, I appreciate what you did. Now I need to do my part. The families of those Marines deserve to know why they died.
Captain Anderson said you had information on Baines.
Not as much as I'd like to. One of my crews found him, frozen stiff on board a derelict vessel. The missing recon group? The one I sent you to find? They were scouting the system we found Baines' ship in.
Anything you need from me?
Not right now, Shepard, but I'll let you know as soon as I find something out.
Okay. That was pretty much it. I'm gonna check to see if the what's his face? The fan is around. And then we'll leave. Probably gonna end it in the next 40 minutes or so. I'm not feeling any worse generally, but my throat is just not keeping up. I can barely talk as it is. But I'll make up for it next week. Maybe do a really long stream when I get better, or stream on a Tuesday or Thursday.
With all this exploration of Prothean culture, this must be like a survey for you, Liara.
Our travels now are somewhat different from my normal excavations. I would prefer lengthier studies and fewer explosions.
Yes, most of the technology I had hoped to bring back to the flotilla has subsequently attempted to kill us.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when we do side quests, people. Brings about danger.
The Protheans obviously understood the aesthetic value of the mass relays, something we Quarians have learned to appreciate during our wanderings.
This statue shows how well the Protheans blended function and form. The mass relays were not only their greatest technological achievement, but also inspiration for beautiful works of art.
Cool.
This is not what Jake would want.
Who are you to tell me what my husband would want?
I'm the only person making sense right now. You're endangering your baby.
This baby is the only thing I have left of Jake.
I'm gonna tell you right now, if this is about bearing a baby, like giving birth eventually, siding with the woman.
I don't care what you think, Michael. It's my decision.
I know you're hurting, Rebecca, but don't let your grief hurt your baby too.
Can I help with anything?
Perhaps you can talk some sense into her.
I don't need anyone to talk sense into me, Michael. I'm not undergoing the treatments.
My sister-in-law here is pregnant, and she's refused to let the baby undergo gene therapy in utero.
I'm certain that she has a good reason. I'd like to hear both sides.
My husband Jacob died from a rare heart condition several months ago.
There's a chance that the baby could develop the same heart condition, but routine gene therapy can eliminate it.
A very small chance, Michael. And extranet reports say the therapy could harm the child.
It's less dangerous than the genetic enhancements that every soldier in the Alliance receives.
What are the chances that your child will develop the heart condition?
According to the doctors, there's a 1 in 50 chance. And if my baby develops the condition, medical treatments are available.
Which are nowhere near as effective as simply getting the gene therapy.
What are the chances that gene therapy could hurt the baby?
1 in 300 at most.
But extranet articles say there could still be long-term complications we don't know about. Don't you understand? If my baby is that 1 in 300, I will always wonder if I killed my baby for nothing.
One in 50, 1 in 300. Like, I'm still siding with Rebecca, but I also feel like my opinion, as far as news is concerned in this game, is skewed. I have a good rapport with one of the reporters, trying to bring dignity and truth to things, but I'm pretty sure that's not the case with everyone involved with news. And I don't know how far deep that deception gets when they talk about gene therapy. Ultimately, the risk is something she has to bear either way. She could be convinced or forced to take the gene therapy. She would have to live with someone else's suggestion or force, and she would also have to live with the fact that she doesn't take it. Ultimately, it's her decision. Her baby is in her. She has the right to make that choice. I mean, I'm still concerned with this gene therapy thing. Anyways, I don't like that I don't have enough information to know that what this guy is saying is true or false. That it's only 1 in 300. I guess that's just how it is. I'm gonna let her choose. I hope the baby's okay. Really. And she's made the right choice by choosing not to do gene therapy.
It's Rebecca's child, Michael. I think you should honor her decision.
Damn it, she's not choosing. She's acting blindly out of grief.
No, it's still her choice. Fuck off.
I know you want the best for your brother's child, but this is not your decision.
Of course it is! I'm the closest thing to a father this baby is going to have.
Then act like it.
Then support the baby's mother. Stand with her when she makes the tough decisions.
This baby is the only thing my brother... It's all I have left of him. I need to know that the baby's safe.
It's all I have left too, Michael.
I just want Jacob's child to be safe. I want to give him that much.
We will. I promise. Thank you for talking with us. I appreciate it.
A sorry ally. I feel for both of them. I mean, the grief, it's not, and he didn't explain it, but I could tell. I mean, it's pretty obvious. It's not just she's grieving, so that's why she's making that decision. I'm sure it's part of it. along with It's Her Choice, but he's grieving too. And he's expressing it in an extreme way because he's grieving. So I get that. That's valid. But I mean, I'm hoping they are still supporting each other as she bears the baby, and everything turns out all right. I hope if the baby does have heart complications, the treatments do well enough for the baby to grow and lead a normal enough life. It is what it is now. This bit's really interesting. Cystic fibrosis, nearsightedness is gone. I mean, that's pretty much me. Not the cystic fibrosis part, but poor eyesight. I feel like if it was not just advertised as safe, but testimonially safe, if that's even a word, a satisfactory amount of times for me personally, I would make the decision to go with gene therapy just so I don't have to wear glasses anymore. In fact, it wouldn't even necessarily eliminate my desire to wear glasses. It would be more of a fashion thing at that point. But yeah, because I'm sure I'm so used to it now that I would probably just get some cheap glasses just to have something that looks good on my face. Adding a tail or the ability to digest cellulose is not. We figured engineering would be illegal. That's fair. Very interesting stuff, man. I'm walking, running around, getting ready to leave for the ship, and I'm just finding more shit. And I'm halfway to 5 Paragon already. They've reconciled their differences. That's good, at least. I don't know how it would go if I suggested she take the therapy, but...
Commander, it is good to see you again. Would you care?
Show me your items.
Oh, this one is pleased. Commander.
Show me your items.
Devlon Industries license. Cool. It's getting done.
Command.
Hello again, Commander. This is truly magnificent. Most Prothean architecture I see is in ruins.
They built a lake on a space station. I can't even imagine the resources needed to maintain it.
I see even the humans find the consort irresistible.
Welcome. It is a pleasure to see you.
You're with the Alliance? My brother's a private back on Earth.
That lady who just spoke, she sounds a lot like the rogue X-Men voice actress from the animated series. Who knows? I mean, she's still doing voice work. That may in fact be her. Oh man. Okay. I'm not willing to go for much longer, but I do want to explore at least a little bit before I end tonight. Let's see. You know, on the flip side of how shitty Twitch is with... What the hell? With how shitty Twitch is with the highlights situation now. On YouTube, I have unlimited playlists to create. On Twitch, you can only create 100 collections. And I've reached my limit and keep trying to consolidate playthroughs based on video game series up till now. And even, I don't know, I think there's a limit on playlist video count on YouTube, but I think it's bigger than Twitch. I think it's like up to 200 versus Twitch's 100 per collection. Why did this highlight silver when I went up to it? Anyways, where are we going back to? I'm sure there's other quests if we walk around, communicate. I hope we can get to those next time. Or at least they're still available when I come back here. It's been so long. I feel like this is my first time here. It's like I'm getting lost, even though I've been here for so long. For like the first few streams of this playthrough. I was just so like stubborn and pissed about it. It's like, why is my throat hurting now? I was fine this morning. Wait, where? Oh. I was fine this morning. I was fine early this afternoon. It wasn't until like mid-afternoon that I felt it. I was like, what the fuck is this? I just got better off of cold.
Coming up in a report later today, Emily Wong investigates corruption on the Citadel and uncovers a full-blown crime syndicate.
I'm an idiot.
A Solarian excavation team has run into an unexpected problem after unearthing a Prothean dig site. Hanar protesters have blockaded the dig site, claiming that artifacts of the Enkindlers, as the Hanar call them, should not be disturbed. The excavation team has appealed to Hanar representatives on the Citadel to reach a diplomatic solution.
Interesting. Okay, I was wondering. It's like that sounded like an introduction to a quest, but I guess not. Just a bit of lore. Yeah, I'm trying to go to the wards, CSEC, so that we can go to the dock, not go into the tower anymore. But yeah, anyways, I was just like, I don't care if it hurts. I'm gonna stream.
Your biotic skill is extremely impressive.
At least a little bit.
Sony. Is that typical among Asari?
While the Asari have natural biotic abilities, not all have the desire to learn to use their abilities effectively.
And the Asari are the most advanced race on the Council. I wonder if all Citadel races will eventually be natural biotics.
What do you say we head down to Cora's den after shift?
Sounds good. Some of the others are going for Novio's farewell thing.
Damn, I forgot that was today. Where's he going again?
Novaria. Apparently, they've got a huge demand for corporate security.
Novaria? Isn't that the frozen planet?
Yeah, I wouldn't go, but I guess the pay's pretty good.
Huh.
I am not used to this kind of environment. Too much time working by myself, I suppose.
I could get used to living like this.
How could anyone live here? There are just so many people.
A few of my people have visited here on their pilgrimage, but their descriptions of the wards hardly do them justice.
Can kind of relate to Liara, but I think the more I've interacted with people in life, it's been like less intense. It's never really completely gone, social anxiety, but the idea of being in a crowd is less physically intense than it used to be. It's not just mental for me. It's like a physical lockup. Or at least it used to be a physical lockup. Then again, I don't go out of my way to go in crowds, so if I'm the center of attention in a large crowd, I honestly don't know how I would react. Would I be okay because I'm more open? Would I still lock up?
You must
No
have
idea.
a civilization after so long a time in the Prothean ruins.
No, cities and stations were always my mother's area of comfort. I actually enjoy the solitude of dig sites.
The ship I grew up on was always full of noise and people. The solitude of a dig site would drive me crazy.
Was that a shot or a glitch in the game? What the hell was that? That wasn't outside of game either. That was in my right ear. Felt like someone's life just ended. Which down here would not surprise me if something sketchy was going off. Finch, who are you?
They told me it was you, but I didn't believe it. Shepard grew up and turned into a soldier.
Have we met?
Name's Finch. You probably don't remember me, but we ran together in the 10th Street Reds. Maybe you don't remember it yourself, running in a gang. None of the vids mention it when they're talking about you.
My history's a matter of public record. I got nothing to hide.
Really? What if someone gave an interview talking about Commander Shepard's history in the gangs? We're not trying to cause
Go
you
for it.
trouble, Shepard. We just want a favor, for old time's sake. One of the Reds, Kurt Wiseman, got picked up by Turians. We'd like you to talk to the Turian guard in the bar and get Kurt out.
What was this guy arrested for?
Some stupid minor offense. Maybe he had a little red sand. You know how the Turians are. They declared him a problem, and they're shipping him back for a trial.
You're not asking me to break Wiseman out of jail, are you?
Of course not. But word has it you've got some pull with the aliens. All we're asking you to do is pull a little for us.
What was one of the 10th Street Reds doing in Turian space?
Since your days, the Reds have expanded. We do some salvage, a little shipping here and there, that kind of thing.
I'm not fucking doing this, dude.
My gang days are over, Finch. Get out of my way.
Suit yourself, Shepard. If you change your mind, he's over in Cora's den. Take care of this, and you'll never see me again. And Shepard, you might not run with the Reds anymore, but you really don't want us as your enemies.
I've literally I have a ship that can tear you into nothingness.
The home world and capital of humanity is entering a new golden age. The resource wealth of a dozen settled colonies and 100 industrial outposts flows back to Earth, fueling great works of industry, commerce, and art. The great cities are greening as arcology skyscrapers and telecommuting allow more efficient use of land. Earth is still divided among nation-states, though all are affiliated beneath the overarching banner of the Systems Alliance. While every human enjoys a longer and better life than ever, the gap between rich and poor widens daily. Advanced nations have eliminated most genetic disease and pollution. Less fortunate regions have not progressed beyond 20th century technology and are often smog-choked, overpopulated slums. Sea levels have risen 2 meters in the last 200 years, and violent weather is common due to environmental damage inflicted during the late 21st century. The past few decades, however, have seen significant improvement due to recent technological advances.
Go talk to the Turian guard. I mean, I hope if I can talk to the Turian that it can lead to like a capture of the Reds or some shit. Either way, I'm not doing this now. I'm only doing fast travel because it would take too long for me to get to the dock at this point.
Binary Helix has settled out of court with a Krogan group that had accused the Genetics Corporation of fraud. The Krogan group had contracted Binary Helix to perform studies with a long-range goal of curing their genetic sterilization. The group later sued for a return of investment money when the study produced no viable results.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress. Logged. The commanding officer is aboard. XO Presley stands relieved.
Looking for supplies?
How often will you get new
Well, that... And anytime we check back often. I need to move items quick.
Let's see what you
bet,
got.
Commander.
Alright, I think I'll end it now because I'm realizing I wouldn't want to go any longer than 2 hours anyways, but nothing is only going to take 15 minutes from now to the 2 hour mark, so I'm just going to stop here. we stopped, I'll go upstairs. We stopped almost where we started. We picked up some interesting quests, but when we do them is up to whatever happens and how we do them next week. So, thanks for watching. Again, obviously, apologies for the short stream, but my body and whatever this throat thing is I'm dealing with had other plans. At the last, almost literally at the last minute too. Be well, have a good weekend. I will see you Monday. And yeah, excited to see how much more we get involved with. Later, y'all. Peace. What's going on, y'all? Happy... What day is it? Happy Wednesday? Feel a bit better since last time. Over the weekend it was like, shit, I have another cold again after recovering from the last, but I'm mostly good. This was like a cold more of the throat. Like on Friday when I was like trying hard to keep on during stream and I couldn't, but I'm okay. I might sound a bit different. So, but I felt good enough where I wanted to play this, have some fun. Try to remember what the hell I'm doing. Wait, should I not?
Message coming in.
Oh.
Patching it through.
Commander, Miss Al-Jalani's story on you just aired. She shouldn't have ambushed you like that, but you handled it pretty well.
We had differences of opinion, sir. I hope she at least believed my sincerity.
You handled yourself pretty well, Commander. She came across like a raving idiot. There is one other matter, however. The Citadel has been trying to play down Saren going rogue. It makes the Spectres look bad. Your mention of him was politically inconvenient.
Like I care. That's it is how I feel. I really don't. I don't care. I'm not sorry about it either. So,
How angry was the council?
About what you'd expect. Don't worry too much about it, Commander. They're always angry with us. I won't keep you any longer. Fifth Fleet out.
Alright, good. Oh, right. Okay, so we're at the Citadel. Brilliant. No, so I forgot. Because I haven't even had the time to upload the last VOD to YouTube yet. I wanna, since that VOD was so short, I wanna combine that with this. But we'll see how well that goes. Yeah. Paragon 8. Good. If anything, I'm surprised that I didn't get Renegade because of the mid message that I sent to the Admiral. I didn't apologize for it, but I wasn't expressing that much apathy regarding the reporter's opinion. Right, so one thing that I forgot, if I ever did last stream, and it won't even take a few minutes. Yeah, we'll do this one. That's good. Is
equalizing interior pressure
the fan
with exterior atmosphere.
Is the fan back?
The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
Just come in guns blazing.
Reporter Kalisa Al-Jilani recently attempted to land an interview with Commander Shepard, the first human Spectre. Commander Shepard answered difficult questions, demonstrating that under that military uniform is a keen diplomatic mind. We'll have exclusive footage later today.
Oh, yeah. 3 points. Don't you always get 4? Or is it at you only get 3 points at level 11? Weird. Okay. That'll do. Also, yeah, sorry if it sounds like it. I have a cough drop. Felt a cough coming on, so I just wanted to preempt it before stream.
Did you know Citadel Security is the largest multi-species law enforcement agency in Council space?
Why don't you look at me when we talk?
I used to have an office here. Spent half
You
my
too,
time
huh?
on paperwork.
That's funny. Sorry, Shepard. It's been too long. We can't look at you. Where am I going? Lower wards, right? Not Presidium. We don't want that.
I'd love to see what the Normandy can do in a fight.
How so? The Normandy is built for stealth, not combat.
But the stealth drive adds a new tactical level to space combat as we know it. Surprise attacks, undetected flanking maneuvers.
I had forgotten the Turian appreciation for tactics and strategy. With respect, I hope we avoid ship-to-ship combat entirely.
Yeah, okay. We're in the right place. Just gonna gun it. Exactly where I need to be. That couple has been cuddling with each other in the exact same spot for at least 30 years. Ah, there he is again. Wait.
Bank statement. It shows that I bought something from you when I bought it.
Well, thank you for buying from me, but this still doesn't prove that you purchased that item from my store.
But I didn't buy anything else here.
How do I know that? If you don't have the proof of purchase, I can't help you.
But...
Sorry.
I think we heard this conversation before.
Commander, I've been waiting for you to get back.
Yeah, okay. So there is progress. I wonder if there is progress every time you, like, if you can speedrun this particular side quest by going in and out of the Citadel.
I've got an idea and I wanted to run it by you.
I got a lot going on right now, but I can spare a moment.
Great! This'll just take a minute. With so many human colonies being attacked, I'm not sure that one Spectre is enough. What if you signed me on as another Spectre?
Conrad, I don't think that's a good idea.
But I'd make a great Spectre. I'd be right there with you, showing the Council what humanity is capable of. I want to be with you, fighting the good fight like you did on Elysium during the Skillian Blitz.
It's a bad idea. It's not gonna happen, and also no. All of the above. And there are other fights.
I believe you, Conrad, but there's another fight that needs you.
What? I don't understand.
You know what keeps me going out here? Knowing that people back home are keeping humanity strong.
You're right. I just got so caught up in all of it. I wanted to help. I'll go home. Thanks for setting me straight.
For completing a side quest. I bet that's for completing 5 side quests with the Turian. Garrus. Kind of shocked. I guess those types of achievements are done by either starting and finishing with a selected squad member, or you just finish it with insert race here of a squad member, and that's how you get the achievement. It doesn't feel like I've completed 5 with forget Garrus, even Liara. Didn't I get achievement for doing it with like completing missions with an Asari or something such?
Anything you want, you can find for sale in the wards, legal or otherwise.
I don't know how the achievements are working.
Too much time working by myself, I suppose.
Either way, I am glad he's coming to his sense. He would die out here. I'm not saying he can't train himself to eventually become as good as me, but I'm also not saying that he would be that good. No offense, you convince Conrad that his interest in you is unhealthy, and he should head back home to his family. Shouldn't be a problem any longer. he wasn't even that much of a problem. It's just, I mean, how the dialogue back and forth went was pretty good, but it's like she said, you have battles at home, things to do, be an inspiration to your community and such. It give Shepard a reminder of what she's fighting for. And also, I think there's a more of a real life element to that as well, as far as how I feel about that. It's one thing to find that kind of behavior obsessive and unhealthy when it's not common. Unfortunately, in real life, I witness obsession, especially online obsession with other people, between like viewers and content creators, constantly. So it's more disturbing in real life than what that fan showed, compared to how it is for real. That fan was harmless. So I guess that's why I'm like, whatever about... What was his name? Conrad. Yeah. I mean, it is done, so that's that. Cool. What is it? Less than a half hour in? Gained 16 Paragon points? That's crazy. Almost filling in 6 bars full. I'm curious what I did to form even the slightest bit of renegade rep. It had to have been so far back in the beginning that I wasn't paying attention. I wasn't used to paying attention to the pop-ups that would happen, showing you whether you got XP, money, Paragon.
In remembrance of Eden Prime, we present another profile in courage with serviceman Nirali Bhatia. A devoted wife and talented chef, serviceman Bhatia joined the Alliance military under the Deferred Education Plan. After finishing her service, Bhatia planned to open a restaurant. Instead, she gave her life protecting the colonists of Eden Prime. For more profiles in courage, or to explore opportunities in the military, please visit the Alliance military on the extranet. Keyword, courage.
You always see a few civilians hanging around the academy waiting to speak to an officer about some problem or other.
It was the Turians who first suggested creating a single organization to maintain order on the Citadel. Perhaps that is why more than half the force is Turian.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress. Logged. The commanding officer is aboard. XO Presley stands relieved.
Okay. So... What was I saying about? Oh yeah, the renegade thing. It's either something really early on, or it's part of my character, like character buildup. Maybe because I'm a soldier in my history, maybe there is always gonna be that renegade, just a tad at the start. Maybe that's why. Anyway. Helena Blake. Right, the Herschel system. And I did say I'm bringing Garrus with me on this in particular. Should we... This came before. Kind of want to take care of the ones that we got a while ago. Han system? Okay, so wait. All we need to remember is Gemini Sigma, Hades Gamma, everything. Almost everything is in Hades Gamma, dude. Holy shit. Gemini Sigma then. Let's at least focus on going there and exploring whatever the hell we'll find. And you gotta love Gemini. Not because of astrology, but in Mega Man 3, there's a stage, the music in the stage, the boss. That's like my favorite. That's my favorite level and boss in like maybe the whole franchise. Oh, hello. Pretty far apart, eh? There's Han, which that's where we need to be. Seems this star is larger than Han's Ming. Going to Ming first.
Message for you, Commander. Just came in over a secure channel.
Shepard, this is Admiral Kahoku. I found out who set that trap for my men. The ones killed by the Thresher Maw. Damn, I hope you get this message. It was a group called Cerberus. An Alliance Black Ops organization. Top secret, highest level security clearance. They vanished a few months ago. Dropped right off the grid. Nobody knew where they went or what they were up to. They've gone completely rogue, Shepard. They're conducting illegal genetic experiments, trying to create some kind of super soldier. I don't have any proof, but I found the coordinates for one of their research worlds. I'm uploading them with this message. They're completely out of control. Somebody needs to stop them. I've done my part. Now it's up to you. This is probably the last you'll hear from me. Cerberus is after me now. I need to disappear before they find me.
Well, now I have to check that. That's really intriguing. How there's actually an update from that Thresher Maw attack on that squad. Cerberus. Admiral Kahoku has given you the coordinates to the research facility run by the Cerberus group. You need to investigate the planet Binthu to find out why Cerberus is unleashing alien monstrosities in the Attican Traverse. Okay. In the Voyager cluster. Alright, add that to the list. Anti-Ropros? MSV Worthington. What the hell? First things first. Survey. My own manual surveys. Man, it's gonna boil away. That sucks. Wait, this is saying it formed in the outer regions. It's the closest body to the star, to its star. If it formed out there in the system, and it's at this point, it's been in the process for millions of years. That must be cool to see. If you have like the right equipment. To see infrared. Orbits completely once every 284.2 years. Crazy. Prague is a large rock planet with an atmosphere composed of nitrogen and argon. Despite lying over 600 AU from Ming, its surface is scorching hot, and mainly composed of alumina with deposits of silver. Due to the radiation and heat, landing on Prague's sunward side with anything less than warship-grade shielding will likely be fatal. Prague rotates at a retrograde to the rest of the Ming system, indicating it is likely a captured body. It moseyed on in to this. Got captured by the gravity of this star. Damn, 1117 Celsius. Light metal surveyed. Scans from planet Parag have revealed a large deposit of titanium. Sweet. Altanork. Altanork is a small but typical hydrogen-helium gas giant with no outstanding features. A combination of strong magnetic field and relatively shallow gravity well makes it a popular stopover world for discharging FTL drive cores. Medallion recovered. Scanning Altanork revealed something of interest in the debris field. Joker brought the Normandy in close and a small team was able to retrieve some valuable detritus, including a League of One medallion. Sick. Hey. The hell? Where did this charm talent branch pop up from? That definitely was not there. Also interesting, it might have something to do with Paragon, maybe, but my charm is as high compared to Paragon in ratio to Intimidate being where it is compared to Renegade. I don't know if any of that made sense, but yeah, maybe if the higher the Paragon, the sooner you get charm upgrades. You saying you want me to board this shit? The Worthington is a Kowloon class modular conveyor of human design, configured for mixed freight and passenger hauling. The ship appears to be in a shutdown state. The main thrusters are cold, and it is adrift off the orbit of Anti-Ropus. Registry, the Morrison Company, Shanxi. Is this even a... I mean, we'll find out, but... Alright, let's cope. Alright, let's be wise about things.
Looks like the ship's deserted.
Most of the systems seem to be disabled. Only basic life support appears to be functioning.
Pretty high value weapons. Should I? Okay. Cockpit, quarters, medical bay. I'm gonna raise the volume on my end. The atmosphere is spooky. I like it. We're gonna find like a legit alien from Aliens in this. That'd be so funny. Oh, look at this.
Did you hear that? Sounded like footsteps.
I was gonna say, a perfect place to hide. Oh, and look, totally harmless, innocent fusion containment cells. Totally not having a battle here later. Or shit within the next 30 seconds. I'm trying to look to see if I can identify.
That was no accident. The whole place could be a trap.
Negative contact, Shepard.
Heads up!
Bring it on.
Let's recharge. Do I want to use that though? I mean, she'll be okay. One thing I'll definitely have to do then is just shoot these out. That scared the shit. That scared the shit out of me. I scared the shit out of myself. Forgot how loud the weapons are. I don't like that. Yeah, look, there was one right in that corner that would have blown up if I turned right. I'm gonna go around. I really wasn't expecting them to let us find derelict spaceships, you know? Garrus, work with me. Thank you, buddy. I'm just safely suspecting any fuel cell is either someone's watching me through sensors elsewhere on the ship and blowing them up as I get near them, or they're proximity triggered. No, I didn't like that. I know one is there too, but it's off a corner. Oh, can I thread the needle? I could. Okay. I'm glad that worked, and these objects here in front of me have good collision boxes. fucking tense, dude. I'm just waiting for someone to pop out. An explosion to hit me.
Fire in the hole!
Did that not work? Shit. Wait a minute. Where did I see that thing last? Maybe I'm bugging out. There was one I saw over from like over the other side of a crate. And now I can't find it. Was that possibly the one I had just blown up? Like the last one. Because now I feel like I'm going around in circles. Okay, well anyways. Yeah, I must have blown it up. Medbay first, maybe. Medical computer. Who is this person? Storage locker. Play logs. You don't look too dead. I thought too much about that. Should have been easy.
Jacob's not going to make it. His brain was deprived of oxygen for too long. There's nothing any of us can do for him now except let him die with dignity. It's what he would want. I'm more worried about Julia now. She's showing signs of severe depression. I gave her some meds that should help, but I better warn the captain. Jacob's not going to make it. His brain was deprived of oxygen for too long. There's nothing any of us can do for him now except let him die with dignity. It's what he would want. I'm more worried about Julia now. She's showing signs of severe
Shepard. What even was that?
But I better warn the captain.
Looks like that machine is keeping him alive.
I do not see any brain activity on the readouts. He is dead. This body is just an empty shell.
Maybe we should shut the machine down. It's the merciful thing to do.
It is your decision, Shepard. But perhaps we should wait until we have more information before we do anything.
Yeah, you're right. Okay. For a split second, I thought he was like crouching because he was getting ready for something, but I was gonna say, if off in the distance someone ran across as I was looking there, that'd be classic.
They say Jacob's gone. They say his brain isn't functioning anymore, and they want to shut off his machines. But Jacob's the only thing in the world that matters to me. I don't know how to help him, and it's tearing me up inside. I just feel so helpless, so damn angry. Dr. Smith gave me some meds to calm down, but I didn't take them. I can't. Not until I figure out a way to help Jacob. I won't give up on him. I won't!
That door better be on a timer, otherwise who the hell closed it? Garrus saying he heard footsteps earlier still's like bothering me.
Jacob is showing no signs of brain activity. There's nothing more we can do for him. He wouldn't want to be kept alive by machines, so we're going to disconnect the life support. Dr. Smith is worried about Julia's reaction, though. She can't seem to let Jacob go. The stress is making her implants flare up, causing intense migraines. It'll probably be easier for everyone if we don't tell her until after we shut the life support down. Give her a chance to... Julia, what are you doing here? Why are you...
Take cover! I will destroy you!
Good to go.
Perimeter clear.
From behind too. I immediately saw the triangle on the mini map. Suddenly she appears behind us. British crew were killed by a powerful biotic, the girlfriend of the brain-dead man in the medbay. Unable to deal with his situation, she eliminated the entire crew in a misguided attempt to keep anyone from shutting off his life support. Now she's dead too, and you've solved the mystery.
That was the compassionate thing to do, Shepard.
Yeah. I mean, that was why I waited, because I wasn't sure if she went mad like she did, or if it was going to lead to something deeper, whatever's going on with him, her, why there's just her and him on this ship and no pilot. Maybe it would have been more of a conversation of acceptance at some point if we were able to talk with her, but clearly she didn't care. She was way past that. But yeah, good that he can finally rest. Down to Han. Matriarch's writings recovered. Scans of Paraven revealed an unmanned station in geosynchronous orbit. Near that, or right on that twilight band. Your salvage team found no evidence of the origins of the station, but they did find one of Matriarch Delinaga's writings on board. Oninto. I hope we get to land on a planet that has rings. That'd be neat. Oninto is a Jovian-sized gas giant with a standard hydrogen-helium atmosphere. Traces of methane give the planet its distinct cobalt blue tint. Spectral analysis indicates its extensive ring system is mostly composed of ice crystals. Oninto has an exceptionally powerful magnetic field, which creates strong radio interference throughout the inner system. Mavigon. Warning, level 2 cold hazard. Mavigon is a small rock and ice planet with a thin atmosphere of ammonia and methane. The surface is frozen and mainly composed of tin with deposits of potassium. The planet has rudimentary ammonia-based life, mainly concentrated around geothermal vents deep underground. Severe storm cycles are common. Due to limited visibility, navigation may be difficult. Yeah, it's finna be cold. Alright, let's go. There's a star. That's crazy to look at. See if I can remember how to do things. Okay. What do we got? Syndicate hideout. Did we... Mavigon. Hang on. We're in Gemini Sigma. In Han. Didn't specify a planet, did it? This might be about this syndicate thing. Criminal cartel, yeah. Okay. I mean, as long as it's about that, we may as well just roam around until I get bored. See if we can't find any other bits of land to survey. Or a surprise or two. That's happened where it's not like rock not on the map that we end up finding. It's a curiosity or two. One of those was a thresher maw. Just hanging out.
Ready.
Just lead the way.
Well, I hope the suits that they wear protect them entirely from the cold and is like properly relegated. Otherwise, I'd hate it here. It looks beautiful, right? But only... Oh yeah, look, because it's not oxygen. What does it say? Like calcium methane or some shit? That's why it looks so wavy, the star. Yeah. Oop. I did a 180 turn. Probe. Done. It's actually warm IRL, like the warmest it's been in a while, but it's been raining. Yeah, let's head on over to where we need to be. Dude, we've got turrets on map. Hold up. Uh-huh. Turn around. What the hell is that? That doesn't seem totally rhythmic, so I'm wondering if the turret is firing at me from afar because it sees me, or something's happening. At first I thought those were like landing lights, but too much of a spread of light going upwards for that to be the case. Wait, no shit. This is... We have to, like, buggy ourselves up here. That looks like a more stable slope for me to get up on. But I'm like right under it. How does that explode? Yeah, that's kind of what I saw from all the way down, but... Okay. Good. Sneaky, but that's how I like it. Beautiful. Really? Never mind. I thought that was it. Just that room. You guys ready? Okay, 6 targets. Never mind. 8 targets. They're waiting for me too. Good. What was it? Striker. You guys aren't that good at hiding, you know that? You really are not that good. Shit.
Charging up.
Uh-huh. Gotcha. Gotcha. Right in the ass. Well, left cheek. Reminds me of that meme from Transformers. Uh-uh.
I thought I was in trouble for a moment. We're in the middle of a fight. Now it gets fun.
Hold up. I got you. Also, yeah, get yourself healed, girl. We'll refill back at Normandy. We don't need to worry about Metagel running out. Sick. Well done.
Powering up.
Wait, back up, back up, back up. Crime Lord defeated. Elena was right. These guys had quite the operation going. That's all going to change. One down, just one more to go.
Ready.
I'm here if you need me.
Okay. Alright, let's clear the rest of it. See if there's any loot. But yeah, especially since we're not on main story stuff. Specifically main missions. I don't mind. Now look at that, we just got a refund. I don't mind using metagels on side stuff, since like with side stuff you do a thing, go somewhere, you get into a scuffle or two, you come back, go to the med bay on the Normandy and refill. It's not that big a deal. Sorry, every time I see machines like this now, with that, it wasn't an AI, right? It was a VI on the Citadel that went rogue and started like threatening to explode or something, right? Every time I look at a machine like that, I think either I can get into it or we have a problem. Okay. How many could we carry? 7. I think we filled up before the last we just got. I'll deal with any weapons upgrades maybe before the end of stream. It's really hard to gauge, especially on the first playthrough for a game like this, when it's the most appropriate to upgrade and switch things up. Because it doesn't... staying with what you have doesn't seem, anyways, for now, negatively affect your performance in battle. Or on the defensive side, anyways. Yeah, I would get hit on certain instances like that one, what looked like another syndicate, but it seemed like it was high level NPCs firing at me and 1-2-shotting me. That seems like a case where either I have to wait for the quest for it, or I have to wait to be at higher level. Better health, more defense, more stopping power. Stats like that to keep myself alive in that situation, but otherwise, I feel like I do alright. Alright, y'all. Let's move to the next. I'm sorry, what? Wetware kit. Medical station. They were doing some shit here, weren't they? Amps. Right. Makes sense. Krogan. Alright. Good. I wonder if the amount of, like, in that particular station, getting 3 metagel off that, would you still get 3 if you're playing this on a harder difficulty, perhaps the hardest difficulty? But then, whether or not that's the case, A, would metagel heal you for the same amount at harder difficulties? And B, it was toward my original point. Lost my train of thought. Oh, that the amount of maximum metagel you get is maintained, or are you stuck with a lower maximum? I could see them doing something like that where you're capped out at, like, I don't know what that cap is anyways, but like if there's, I'm sure there is, maybe 10. I have max of 7 right now. I feel like they have to cap it at least, at minimum, 10. Because 20, having 20 of them is quite a bit. But they keep giving me this. So, like, I guess the reason why I mentioned all of that was because the amount I'm getting now makes it seem like maybe they would give you the same amount on harder difficulties, but you would be using so much more because it's more difficult. They're gonna hit you harder. You're gonna want to, or maybe have to, heal up more often. I'm gonna go up this way. I have to believe there's a point in this planet that houses some kind of material I can gather. I would be very surprised if it wouldn't. Yeah, there you go. Where are you? Like, this way. Oh, for fuck's sake. Come on. There you go. Cobalt. Light metal surveyed. You've successfully surveyed a large deposit of cobalt. Hell yeah. State claim. It is kind of fun how wonky this is. Excuse? Right on the edge, eh? Fuel tank. And there's bodies. Make that corpses / remains. I mean, unless they've been here for a long time, if they've been here for a short time, it looks like they were charred up on a cold planet. Shit, man. We really don't have much time to even fit on what we're trying to do. Decryption's still too low. Who here has decryption? How dare you, Garrus? We will just have. All right, where am I specifically? Put you here. I don't want to roll over the bodies. Okay. Okay. What again? Some weird shit wasn't even on the map. Ended up making a visual of something off in the distance. That's the northwestern corner of the map. What the hell is this? And now I have to bring... I gotta bring, what's his face? Kaiden. Really is no way to skip this, huh? That sucks. If you've been to a planet before, you should be able to skip that planet's specific cutscene. Them's the rules. Okay. This way... also, yeah, I was gonna say. Okay. Now... medicine? Mm-hmm. Okay. Let me put 2 on stasis. And we'll put 2 on sentinel. 1 on medicine. Okay. Let's go. Know exactly where we need to be now. Game constantly reminding me not all points of interest will be on the mini map or the main map or the galaxy map, because I'm finding surveys and materials and asteroid belts that are unlabeled. Hard decryption. So difficult. That was a audio aftershock of the explosion, right? That wasn't something underground. Okay.
Securing point.
I wonder what the point of being able to explode that fuel tank was in the first place. Like, specifically for the player. Why? I mean, for fun? Sure. Nice little explosion. That's definitely off the map. That might be it. Three things and one unmapped thing. Seems like enough things to do on a planet for the devs to put in. Imagine that shot hitting the Normandy. Oh no, it actually hit the ground. Surprised that shot blast hit. Okay. So what do... Oh, wait, because the... Are we even done on the system? Because we landed when we saw the planet, but... Mavigon. There's two more. Let's have a look. Paratanlis. Paratanlis is a large rock world with an unusually thin atmosphere of hydrogen and carbon monoxide. The frigid world's crust contains extensive deposits of uranium and occasional loads of naturally occurring plutonium. With a total mass more than 4 times that of Earth, Paratanlis should have a significantly thicker atmosphere. This unusual feature has flagged it as worthy of scientific investigation, but the need for expensive amounts of radiation shielding has deterred interest. Light metal. Scans from orbit have detected a large deposit of beryllium. Arkrothu. Standard gas, hydrogen, helium gas giant. Arkrothu is only distinguished by its moons. Several dozen of them have been sculpted into the likenesses of an arthropodal alien race. Sorry, moons that are sculpted in the likenesses of arthropodal alien race. Not yet known to Council science. Radiometric dating suggests the moons were worked over 500,000 years ago. And how big were these moons? Several dozen of them. I wish that could be something we could investigate, because holy shit, that sounds really interesting. The Voyager cluster. Okay. Novaria. Pharaohs. Avoid those. Go to Citadel's security and plant a bug in the— I didn't even do this. Should I have? Oh, for the— yeah. I forgot to do that. We should do that now, actually. Yeah, let's do these two. Citadel stuff that's labeled Citadel, and I left.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. XO Presley has the deck.
In entertainment news, Francis Kitt has announced plans to direct Hamlet with Elcor cast members. The production will open dramatic theater to the Elcor with a Hamlet who uses Elcor body language and pheromones. Kit claims that he's also excited by giving a human audience the chance to judge Hamlet by his deeds and not his emotions.
Near the back of CSEC? Traffic control. Head this way then. I think I know where I'm gonna end up. It's those two officers sitting and reading. Turn to the tower. Okay. And provided that's all there is to it, I'll go to Cora's den afterwards. Because I think that quest had something to do with my gang past.
Celebrations are being planned for the anniversary of the end of the Rachni Wars. Many Council worlds, particularly Asari and Solarian colonies, will hold victory parades to commemorate the defeat of the invading Rachni. In a rare admission of debt, several Asari colonies have invited Krogans to be honored for the victories the uplifted Krogans made possible.
Oh, she's upstairs. Okay. Whatever.
I'm already getting readings. This is gonna make a great story. Thank you so much for your help. Here, this is everything I've got from my publisher's budget.
It was no problem. Good luck with your story. It deserves to be heard.
I appreciate your support. I hope this will save some lives in the long run. Thanks again for your help. I'm gonna show this to my publisher.
Overworked space traffic. Yeah, that's what it was about. Makes perfect sense. We went to traffic control, the planet. I forgot why she wanted us to do it. Old friends. Cora's Den. I'm gonna go back to the ship and get Garrus. I want to see how Garrus responds, if at all, to Turian issues. Right, I keep forgetting. Doc doesn't have a fast travel point.
In a further development in the Eden Prime investigation, the Council has reportedly revoked the Spectre status of one of its operatives. While the unnamed operative has not yet been apprehended, a Council spokesman confirmed that corrective actions had been taken.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress. Logged. The commanding officer is aboard. XO Presley stands relieved. Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. XO Presley has the deck.
Have increases in Citadel traffic endangered our safety? Emily Wong offers an inside look at the dangerous world of space traffic control.
Hell yeah, Emily. Doing good work. Cora's Den.
Alliance officials have raided a dangerous cult controlled by a former Alliance officer, Major Kyle. Major Kyle surrendered.
It's heard that already. Yeah, Cora's Den. This way. Right? We go straight to the right, then right again, then down.
Yes, human. You need something, yes?
Let me see what you have.
Oh, you will be pleased, I think. Very good things I have. You will see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, more grenade upgrades, thank you.
Yes, human. You need something, yes?
Goodbye.
Yes, all right then. Good tidings to you, human. Yes, human. You need something, yes? Oh, you will be pleased, I think.
CSEC always turned a blind eye to what went on in here. I think Fist was paying
see why this place is so popular. It's got quite the, view.
Can I help you?
A human named Finch wanted me to use my authority as a Spectre to free Kurt Wiseman.
The xenophobe? I should have known he'd have friends. Thank you for the information. We'll increase the guard at his cell.
I knew you'd rat us out, Shepard. Now it's payback time. When we're through telling our story, the aliens will all know what the first human Spectre really is.
If you want humanity to be strong, a smear attack on the first human Spectre is a bad idea.
The Spectre is right. This is humanity's chance to prove itself. There's even talk of earning a council seat.
Of course you'd side with Shepard. You want someone who's in bed with your kind.
We need the other races, Finch. That's the best way to strengthen humanity.
Fine, Shepard, you're right. You're not one of the Reds. Maybe you never were.
That man is a xenophobe who thinks he can blackmail a Spectre. You should have killed him.
That's not the way I work.
Goodbye, human. It'll be interesting to see what kind of Spectre you turn out to be.
I reckon if I didn't have the charm option, that could have been how it went. Ended up shooting him. All right, there goes 6. I'll be honest, I don't know how I feel about keeping him alive anyways. I mean, the persuasion never really worked. The charm never really worked. It was more of a peaceful end to the conversation, but he's still gonna be a xenophobe. He's still gonna cause trouble. I'm surprised we didn't, like, take him in, or did we? Because the guard's gone. Did he take the red member? After refusing to help free the prisoner, you convinced Finch that smearing the name of the first human Spectre wouldn't help the terra firma movement. Finch and the old gang shouldn't bother you any longer. I mean, if that's how the game logic is, so be it. I guess I'm going about it in a more realistic way. Like, he's not gonna just stay quiet. He's gonna scheme to do something else. But anyways, this place is just a dead area now, isn't it? It's so funny. One part of the main quest and this place just isn't used anymore. Do people even know that Fist is dead? Oh no, we let him go, right? Did I let him go or did I... No, I think I let him go. All right. I mean, I'm going to... I'm gonna call it for the night. I'm not gonna push my luck with how much I've been able to talk today. The fact that Like it felt like bad luck starting the stream because I was starting, you know, the throat was starting to go, and I started coughing again. That's why I took the cough drop during the beginning of the stream, but everything seems fine, feels fine, but I want to keep it that way. No. And obviously I need to start splicing together this stream and the last stream and upload those 2 VODs. And I think because how much I've been wanting to edit more often, it won't be an edit like turning this and last stream into a video. I'm not there yet, but I'm definitely going to try to make this and last stream a bit seamless so that it's not gonna just be like a outro Friday stream and then intro this stream right after. It's not gonna be that.
Your bionic skills are extremely impressive, Lieutenant. I rarely see anyone with your level of ability.
I've always held back a little when I use my powers on living targets. Fear of hurting someone, I guess. But after what I saw on Eden Prime, I'm not holding back anymore. Not against a Geth, not against anyone.
See, Kaiden, someone is taking notice of your abilities, dude. In a positive way, I trust. I mean, it's Garrus.
Hearing about the Protheans makes me wonder if some distant civilization is gonna find our artifacts someday and study us.
All empires fall, Lieutenant. We can only hope that what we leave behind inspires respect and admiration.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress. Logged. The commanding officer is aboard. XO Presley stands relieved.
Just want to check my gear real quick. If there's anything to get. Nope. Okay. Thanks for watching, y'all. I will be back. I'll definitely be back Friday. I said this last week. I want to make up for like the lack of streams for the past few weeks because of me being sick for a while on and off. So I hope I am just gonna keep getting better, and if so, I would like to stream tomorrow night. And yeah, if I feel up to it, I will see you tomorrow. If not, I will see you Friday for sure. Have a good night, y'all. Peace.